everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set on the one and only Brobna. And today we have a super special battle report for you because we've got a brand new army technically hitting the scene today, and it's the Adeptus Custodes piloted by our lovely Beanie here. And I'm bringing the Black Templars to try and take them on in a 1k battle. Will my superior numbers and superior faith make the difference? Probably not, because Beanie's rattled off a lot of their stats and yeesh.
But I will likely roll terribly and watch them all crumble.
Ah, the balance is restored.
Yes.
Let's go meet the teams. Also hitting the channel for his debut is the guy who's just destroying my leg with his waggy tail. It's Bruno the dog. Hello, mate. Hello, buddy. You okay? He's gonna obviously try and help us roll some bones, but in a very different variety here. So if you hear some honking, if you hear some chewing, and you hear some occasional, that is him playing with his tire that he's destroyed after about an hour of getting it. What a legend. What a legend. So here we are on another ruined sector of Brobna. What a lovely, cheery place here. A little factory, a little bit of polluting, a little bit of dooting of all the machines beeping and whirring. But you might be noticing there's no objective markers down here. And that is because, considering the two forces that we are bringing to the table today, we have decided to meat grinder. I don't know why the emphasis on that hole in the platform there was to do with meat grinding, but that's just, don't read too much into it. So we're going to do it so that you just have to kill your opponent dead. Last man standing wins. That's it. No other fancy rules. It's time to kick some heads in. And we're going to start by seeing who Bringy is. Bringy?
Hello, my name's Bringy.
We're going to start by seeing who Beanie is bringing to the table. Oh, Bean, who are you bringing to the table? These lovely golden boys painted up even more lovelier, I am good with words, I swear, by the one and only Gareth Burke, who you can find in our description of this video. Go check out his stuff. He paints extremely well, and he sells cute little bits for your collections and kit bashings.
Yeah, so we're going to link his eBay store, and if you are interested in a commission with him, you just send him a DM on eBay and go from there. He is the fastest painter in the West and the East.
And he painted both of the armies that we're going to be showing off today, and he does grimdark style or blanchism very, very well.
He also did all the Titan terrain that you see on this table as well. Basically, he also painted my Alpha Legion and my Eldar. I don't do a lot of painting, it seems, because Gareth Burke does it well.
But who are you bringing regardless of this?
Okay, so my Warlord today is the Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle bike. Ooh. He has I think it's the Auric Mantle enhancement, which gives him 2 extra wounds, so he's got 10 wounds. I'm playing as the Shield host today, so it means then I can elect for something at the start of each turn, either critical hits on a 5, or an additional -1 AP to their melee weapons, which is just going to be delicious. Okay, so that's my Warlord. Next to my Warlord, I have a Blade Champion, who is going to be cutting some faces, hopefully, in the name of, well, I would say the name of the Emperor, but it's a bit of a weird one, really. Just cutting faces. And he has the enhancement, the Pano Chocolat. I can't say it, I've read it a few times, and it just means that ranged weapons in the unit he is with ignore cover.
Nice.
And now just to have a look at the units that I've got a 4-man squad of Custodian Guard here with the Guardian Spears. They are choppy, pretty chunky, and they're going to stab you in the face a lot.
Nice.
In the middle we have 2 Alaris Custodian Terminators. Their big thing is that they're toughness 7.
Whoa.
They 4 wounds each, and they've got a grenade launcher on their wrist as well as the spears, etc. And they've got a really fun rule from Golden Light They Come, I think it's called, where if you haven't tangled them up in engagement range at the end of your turn, I can just take them off the map and put them back into reserve.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
On the left of them, we've got 2 more Virtus Praetor bikemen who will be accompanying the Warlord today. They'll be dropping a few mortal wounds here and there and lancing some faces with their spears.
Nice.
And then to finish it out, I've got a 5-man squad of Custodian Wardens, one with the Vaxilla banner, which gives them extra OC and just looks really, really cool. They are the living fortress. They are one of the most durable units in 40k at the moment, with their toughness 6, 2 up save, 4-up invulnerable, and once per game they're going to have a 4-up feel no pain.
Which is crazy, but also very cool indeed. It doesn't look like you get a lot for 1,000 points here, but it does seem like every single one of these is worth its weight in platinum. So, let's move on to my one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. And here we are with the Black Templars over here. I get a lot more for my 1,000 points, it seems, but is it as good as the Golden Boys over there? Let's find out. Now, there is one proxy model in play today. Grimaldus is taking the place of just a regular Primaris Chaplain, because of the fact I don't have a model, which is very ironic considering the army that I'm running, but he has got a lovely upgrade, which gives him +1 to his attacks and strength and whatnot, and Doodad, Sigismund something, and the other one is a Judiciar, who's got -1 AP on his melee weapons. Hello, Bruno. Hello,
Bruno.
And basically, if I've got those two wrong, then it's on the other one. I know that this is the enhancements that I have. I just can't remember who I put it on because it's the first time that I'm running either of them. This guy will allow me to fight first, which may prove very useful when it comes to fighting the Golden Boys later on. And this guy here gives +1 to the wound in melee, which is also very good when you consider what I'm about to showcase. Because I've got some Sword Brethren over here, and I've got some Blade Guard over here. 6 of these, 5 of these. And then I've got 2 squads of Intercessors who are hopefully going to do a little bit of chip damage, but I'm not holding out hope for them. They're just going to try their bloody best. And then I've got a comedy unit, in this case, of the Eliminators, because if they get a hit through, and if they stay still, they get devastating wounds. It may help me kill one guy, and to be honest, one guy may make all the difference here in this battle. I've got an Impulsor with the multi-melter, or just regular melter, I can't remember which one it is, and I've got a lovely Repulsor over here. The Duck is back. This was actually my Space Wolves Repulsor, but has now been converted to Black Templars. Will it retain the same absolutely shockingly bad rolls and luck? Let's find out, because this is its glorious debut. So, that's the teams. Let's get them set up and grind some meat. So here we are after deployment, and it was a pretty quick one indeed, because Beanie globbed a lot of Golden Boys over here. He's got the Terminators up in the sky, and then he's got his horrific bikes here, and another squad of equally horrible boys over that side. And on my side, I've gone a little bit risky with putting the Eliminators up here, just because of the fact that they're going to try and shoot at whatever comes through. They will not live long after that fact if anyone gets close. The Repulsor is supporting them over here, and it is filled with the
Blade
sword,
Guards.
not the Blade Guard, it's the Sword Brethren are in this one.
Yeah.
Then we've got one unit of Intercessors over here. We've got the Blade Guard with the Chaplain in the Impulsor, and the final unit of Intercessors over there as well. So it is now only time to roll to see who shall go first. I almost don't want to. I need people to expose themselves, but I got a 6, damn it! And a 3, so I shall be taking turn 1 as we go into Black Templars. Turn 1. So it was a very quick movement indeed, and everything that could moved forward. To certain death, I hear you say? Yes. I've put these guys over here as my Oath of Moment targets, so at least everything will get a shot at them before it inevitably shuffles off their mortal coil, and everything is in range, except these guys who are cowering, just going, guys, I don't think this is a very good idea, I don't think you should do this. So we're going to start moving into the shooting phase after Beanie's had a perusal of his stratagems, and I'm going to be kicking things off with, why not, let's just get the Duck out of the way, and we're just going to fire everything we possibly can into the bikes over there. As you probably just heard at the end of that very long groan, I am firing everything from the Repulsor into this. Now I'm going to fire a few of these weapons off camera because of the fact it's like defensive arrays and the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, but we will do the funny ones on camera. So first, the one, the only Hunter Slayer missile. Will it miss? Hitting on 2s. It's a big hit. Boom, 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 boom. It is strength 14.
So 2s to wound.
2s to wound. It's a huge wound. -3 down to -2 because you are in cover, brother. So it's onto your 4-up invulnerables. It's a great start. Is it a CP reroll straight out of the bat? CP reroll. He's made it. Okay, but he is now no CP for thee. And I'll do the melter as well. 2 shots, hitting on the 3s, rerolling everything. Huge hits. Strength 9, so 3s. 1 huge wound over there, again onto your 4-ups. And he's made it. Okay, so that is all of the big hitters gone. Now it is time for all of the repulsor defensive rays, the heavy bolter, and the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. We'll be back with the results. Not bad at all. I managed to take one of the bikers down to 1 wound remaining. I mean, admittedly, I expected more, but then again, when you consider the track record that this thing has, I'd say that did pretty damn well. And he's got no CP for rerolls later. That is actually quite important. We move now over, weirdly, to the intercessors, who are just going to fire point blank into the same target with their bolt rifles. Let's do it, brother.
Double tap.
So the intercessors have shot. They only managed to get 3 wounds because they were wounded on 5s, unfortunately, and they have killed the biker.
They have.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's good. 1 bike down, and now we're going to move over to the impulsor, who's going to line up his multi-melter and the firing deck inside. If the boys can reach him with whatever guns they've got, I doubt it.
That is 18-inch at max.
Yeah, we'll see, and I'll fire everything into the same squad. Okay, so here's the situation so far. I've fired the heavy bolt pistols and some of the impulsor's guns into the bikes, bringing another one down to 1 wound. It is just time for the multi-melter to see if I can finish that job. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything, because it's my at the moment target. Good thing that I am. 2 huge hits, strength 9, 3's the wound. 2 huge wounds. 4 up invulnerable saves.
Easy.
Damn, it was easy. Damn it. Bang and or blast. I was not able to finish off the other biker, but still, we have the eliminators over here who are, once more, going to line up all 3 of their shots down into the bike boys over there. And we'll capture this on camera. Now, they stayed still, which means they get devastating wounds on their sniper rifles, which is nice.
No, it's not.
Hitting on 3s, rolling everything. Re-roll that one. Oh, you bastard. Unless they hit on 2s, because it's heavy.
Yeah, well, they would. If it's a heavy weapon and they stayed still, it would.
Yes. So then it's going to be wounding on 5s, but 6s are grandiose.
No, they're not.
There's 2 6s!
You absolute penis!
Wow. That is 2 3 damage. One's going through.
So dead, and he's down to 7.
Well, yeah, that's not as impressive, but still, nice going, boys, over there. Now, unfortunately, that was the end of the good news, because that's the end of my shooting phase and the end of my turn. I am going to take a whomping charge from Big Golden Boy over there later on, but for now, I'd say that was a pretty good opening salvo. As we now move into Beanie's turn Eenie. Ooh, things were getting pretty spicy for the pepper over here just now because of the fact that when Beanie moved forward, as he did courageously, and over here, as soon as his bike captain moved, I declared Overwatch with the repulsor, and I managed to shave off 2 wounds off of him. However, the big news is that I actually managed to get a multi-melter hit through. I managed to get the damage through on a 6, but Beanie re-rolled the save because I forgot that he had a CP to spend on it, so we gentlemen's agreed it, and he made it with a 6, so he is alive by the skin of his teeth. And now he is threatening my impulsor and my intercessors. You've moved everything else?
I have.
So tell us what you have done.
They've advanced. They got an advance of 5. They're coming up. So their plan is they're going to shoot up against the eliminators, and then they're going to charge the tank and see if they can do a little bit of damage to it.
Sure.
Hopefully can. That would be very nice. The bike is coming over here. It's going to shoot a salvo launcher into the impulsor, and then it's going to see if maybe it can. It's either going to. Well, it's probably going to charge the impulsor, and the Custodian Guardians are under here. And they are going to use their shooting to take out those intercessors.
Indeed they are. So we're going to move into the shooting phase. Who do you want to start with first?
The Capitan.
So salvo launcher into the impulsor. We'll capture this on camera. It's a big hit, obviously. Strength off.
10, so should be wound on 3s.
Yeah. It's a big wound, AP.
I didn't expect to get this far.
I'll roll, and you can tell me. I got a 3, so it's definitely failed.
Definitely failed, but let's just know for later.
Now, how much damage does it do, Bruno?
So it's -3.
Oh, minus. Yep. So
and
it
it's D6 plus 1.
Whoa, crazy. Ooh, 3 damage on that one there. I'll track it for the time being. So that is his 1 shot.
That is his 1 shot.
Thank Christ. Okay, so we're going to move over to this squad who we're going to shoot up into the eliminators. We'll be back with the results. Ooh, so only one of the eliminators got eliminated by all of the gunfire over here.
I rolled badly.
It was some very unfortunate rolls indeed, but I feel like you're going to make up for it very soon as we go into this squad, shooting down my poor old intercessors.
Yes, and they've got an ability once per game where they can double tap. So,
Oh, God.
so we'll see how it goes. There's going to be 8 shots now. Should we get your cat?
Yeah, let's catch it on camera.
So this will be hitting on 2s.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Only those 6s meant something in range.
And now it is strength 7?
No, strength 4.
Oh, okay, so 4 to 1. Oh, that's a very healthy conversion right there, my friends. How many are we looking at there?
So 6 and -1.
4, 5, 6 and -1, 6 4-ups. I've made a few, but I do lose 2.
So 2 are dead, and I am gonna double tap.
So the
now.
same shots again into the same squad. What a meanie. Type beanie as a meanie in the comments. All hits.
Force to wound.
Oh, very healthy again. Will I be as lucky this time around?
4, 5, -1.
5 -1. Will I be this lucky? Oh, unfortunately, the squad is gone. Blah, 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 blah.
Good. I needed that.
They fold like paper. But still, that's all of the shooting done.
It is.
But unfortunately, now it's time for the charge phase. So,
Hey, in there.
yes, in there, like swimwear. I would say he's definitely in there.
Yeah, I would as well.
He's going to plough straight on into the front of my impulsor. Nasty. And then over here, same again.
Yes.
Ooh, not so. And no CP to re-roll. They are staying put like sitting ducks.
Oh, poo-poo pancakes.
Ooh, that does change things a little bit.
Certainly does.
So, we might as well move into the only combat right here. Shield Capitan versus Impulsor. We'll be right back when we got some dice. Here we go. 8 wounds remaining. Can he do the damage?
Hitting on 2s. Good miss.
Do you need to
that
choose?
is lethal.
I was about to say, you need to choose your fighting stance, don't you?
So I've got 2 lethals, and because at the start of the battle round I chose that 5s would be that for that. And now with Lance, this will be wounding on 4s.
Ooh,
So
dear
only 3 wounds at -2.
Now, this is going to put me to a 5-up save.
It is.
How much damage is this a piece?
Only 2.
Ooh, 5-up saves! I saved 2, failed 1, so that's going to take that down to 6 wounds remaining. I'm still in this! I don't know how many attacks I get with the armor tracks.
I think you get 4.
But are you pleased to know that because you are still my Oath of Moment target, I will be re-rolling my 3 attacks?
You're going to kill him.
Come on, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. He hits you all the time. He didn't even need the re-rolls, mate. I know, buddy boy. I'm strength 6 as well. I don't know if that means anything.
No, it'd be 5s to wound.
Dang it. Okay, so 5s to wound, 0 wounds, and that is, as they say, that. So, that is the end of turn 1 combat. Pretty brutal indeed, and I'm not looking forward to trying to take him down.
Brutal? You saved most of them.
Hey man, I'm downplaying it because I know my luck's about to change as we move into my turn 2. Okay, here we are after my movement phase, and it has been a doozy. I'm staying in combat, Impulsor versus Shield Captain, because these guys over here, well, they got bigger fish to fry. They hate the fact that the intercessors were wiped out, so they are charging forward with fervor and righteous fury. If they can make their 7-inch charge into the building over there, they will hopefully be able to do some damage against them, which will be better than just killing this guy and then getting shot off the table. These guys are staying put because they want to fire down into this squad over here. The Sword Brethren jumped out. These guys, the Repulsor moved around, and these guys are staying put because everyone is going to focus fire on them as they are my Oath of Moment target. So we now move into the shooting phase, and let's just kick it off with the Repulsor. Everything from these guys here into this squad here. Do you want to pop your 4-up Feel No Pain in this phase?
No!
Ooh, saving it for the fight phase. I love it. Right, we'll be back with the results from this big duck. Okay, so here's the state of things. The duck has fired most of its guns and taken out Juan Guy over there, but it's now the multi-melter. This is what we've been saving it for. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rolling everything. He hits 2 times. Now this is going to be 3s, but down to 4s because of your amazing ability to shrug off that. And dang it, I bloomin' well missed both of them. Is it worth the re-roll here? No, because I need to do other stuff later on. Don't I? Yes. So that's the end of the ducks shooting. It's time for the Eliminators. Eliminators, same target, same jokes.
And also, Eliminators. Do you know that is the name of the assassins for the Ferengi in Star Trek?
Amazing.
They're called Eliminators.
So, 2 shots coming in. Good thing we re-rolling everything, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, no, because 2's fine.
Let's just pretend that didn't happen, mate. They've had their bones rattled a little bit by that. Oh, dear. Then it's going to go over to the Sword Brethren. And it's a real stinky thing if I'm going to go and look at their thing to see if they've got the grenades keyword.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm going to do that and tank shock. I should probably check first. So they do have grenades, and I'm spending 1 CP to throw them right in their faces before I then unleash the power of heavy bolt pistols and plasma pistols and whatever the Judicia has as well. So,
A resolver bolt pistol, I believe.
6 dice?
Yes.
6 dice, 4 ups.
Yes.
Only 2 mortal wounds, my friend. But that's not bad, I would
I'm
say.
going to save my 1 CP ability for the tank shock that's coming my way.
Smooth move, MacGyver. Right, now we're going to be back with the rest of the pistol shots here. Will they be able to finish off that boy? Unfortunately, no damage done over there. They're just too tough, and my rolls were just too poor. So it's down to the intercessors over here.
The rhyme was there. You could have said guff.
I know, that's very true. I'm going to fire their 20 shots, because of target elimination, into the Custodes over here. Let's see if I can do any damage whatsoever. 6 shots have found the mark. Will they be able to do it? It's -1, no cover. Let's see, baby. And there's the guy gone, and a wound passed over to his mate as well. Now, it may not seem like I've done much, but trust me, for each one that falls, that is a big deal. But unfortunately, that is the end of all of my shooting this side of the board. So we're going to have to move swiftly over to the real deal, which is the Impulsor firing everything that it can right into the face of the shield captain. And I know for a fact that what it can fire is the multi-melter.
And everything else is blast, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's all he can fire. So straight away, multi-melter into his face, hitting on 4s this time. 2 huge hits.
Well, you absolute weenie.
3s to wound, 2 huge wounds. Oh, this is point blank
2
range.
4-ups, so easy it hurts.
Oh,
It's not. It wasn't that easy.
D6, is it the re-roll here?
I don't. Oh yeah,
You have 1 CP.
I have
You
a
have 1
CP.
CP. Yeah,
Oh.
D6 damage into his face. Before he's down to 1 wound remaining. Perfection. Thy name is Impulsor.
It's just.
It's mean. It's horrible.
It is. Yeah.
So all of the bolt pistols and whatnots from them into the guys under there. Obviously you're in cover, so it'll be at AP0. We'll be back if there's anything to talk about. And so they have done sweet FA. No damage taken to the guys underneath the building. But now it comes down to the charge phase, where it all really kicks off. I have 1 CP left, which I was stinkily going to use for tank shock over here. But first, I've got to make sure I make the charge over here into these boys, because I really would like to do some damage against them. So a 7-inch charge underneath the gantry, and they are in there with an 8. That is very lucky. The stamp of frustration. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to put him there to say we'll move the gantry up out of the way, because otherwise you won't be able to see any of the action that's taking place underneath. No charges over here, because you're in combat, my dude. So that leaves, yes, tank shock? Yes. Okay, so let's see if he makes it in.
I love tank shock. It's the best.
It's the best. And he's definitely in there with a 10. So he's going to slam into the side of them, and then I'll roll them in a minute. The other boys charging straight in front of them as well. They are in there, slightly less enthusiastic about it, but they're definitely in there to fight these boys. Let's do it. That was a gross roll over there. 5 mortal wounds coming in against the Custodes. The repulsor crushing them underneath its grab.
It was my fault. I shouldn't have used the CP on the reroll. He baited me.
I did. I baited him.
And
so
I foolishly fell for it. And I hate him. And we're no longer friends anymore.
yeah, it does feel bad. I do have to
After
feel
the-
bad.
after
I'm
the
worried
game,
that
he's
Bruno's
going
going
to get beaten.
Bruno's going to savage me if I don't ease up in a bit. But you know, in my time in the sun, that's where it is. So what we're going to do is, because I fight first over here with the Templars, something, we're going to do. Can't pay to interrupt anyway. So we're going to do the fight over here. Beanie, would you like to do your?
Yeah, I'm going to do Living Fortress for my small amount.
So Beanie now has a 4-up feel no pain for all of his boys until the end of this phase. That's pretty nasty. So what we're going to do is we are going to capture this on camera because it is pretty gnarly. I'll move the rest of these guys over here and we'll be right back. So here's the deal, Daddy-O. So I hope that you're listening up. I especially hope you're listening up, Bruno.
Yeah,
He shook his head, he's not listening. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to enact the ability, the enhancement that I've given my Judicia, which is that I get to have critical hits on a 5-up, which is fantastic. I've already got lethal hits with my boys. These are my Oath of Moment target, but I do believe in a thing called overkill. So I'm spending 1 CP for a stratagem that allows me to select a second vow and apply it now until the end of the phase, and I'm going to get sustained hits as well.
Well, aren't you Git.
This is why I get invited to all the parties, my friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Thunder Hammer, which will be only wounding you on a 4 because of the fact that you've got your -1 to wound thing coming through, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Actually, is that specific to this dude, or is it the sword, the blade guard dude?
Well, those abilities...
They last until the end of the phase. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't cut out. So what I'll do then is I'll attack you with the Thunder Hammer. 3 hits, re-rolling everything, hitting on 4s, 5s are sustained and lethal. So we miss with everything. A grand start. Healthy start, we would say. But I do get 1 hit through. I'll be wounding you on 4s. It is a big wound. It is -1, 2, -2, so you're on a 4 up. And that is 3 damage because of the fact that I boost him with that. Pain. Whoa, no damage taken. A good start by Beanie over there. And a worrying start for me. The bum starts to clench. So now we move on to the power weapons, which are going to be 4 attacks apiece. So 8 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling, strength 5s, so still wounding on 5s. -2, 2 damage. Right, how many back with the wounds? Thanks to the lethal and sustained, there are 7 that found the mark. Oh no! I think that may be the end of them, and because they've got their feel no pains, but that's a lot of pain.
12 feel no pains to make.
Oh my
Sorry, I need to go get some dice.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe we could do some damage here, boys, and then we still got the Judicia and all the other jazz as well. Okay, so 12, feel no pains of 4 up. Oh, that was much healthier. So it only kills the guy.
Yeah, it kills the guy and puts a wound onto the Blade Champion.
Hey, that's not bad at all. Next up is the Power Clower, and then it is the Judicia. So the twin-linked twin Power Claws managed to get 6 wounds through. He's doing a thing.
No, I completely forgot that the Blade Champion lets you re-roll your charges, and I didn't re-roll my charge at the start. Oh, that would have made such a difference to the game.
This is the problem with new armies and having so many rules locked to every single unit. Apologies, but this is just how it goes sometimes. So this is going to be 6 4-ups. Ooh, there's some pain to be felt, my friend. So that's going to be 6 of them because they are 2 damage a pop.
Lightning claws aren't.
They are indeed, because remember the sword brethren get to choose to add 1 to their damage or their attacks.
Of course.
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
So 6 feel no pains of 4 up.
Ooh,
he
no, he's not. He's on 1 wound.
He's on 1 wound, which means the Judicia can step up to the plate and finish the job. If not, the Repulsor might run him over. Oh dear me. Okay, so the Judicia has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Remember, sustained and lethals on 5 ups. So let's see what we got. No sustained or lethals. Am I being a greedy boy?
Fish.
Yeah, it's all about the fishing, isn't it? 5 ups is what we're looking for, friendos. And it was good that I did, because I replaced the 2 there and still get 2 lethals through. So this is going to be strength 7, so it's going to be 4s to wound because of your doodad ability. Another 2 make it through. This is onto your 4 ups again. Let's see if we can do any damage here. You've only got to do 1 wound. Oh, dramatic rolling has failed. But you still have the feel no pains. Oh, he's failed all of them. Oh dear. Oh my god.
Damage 3, isn't it?
The blimp has, no, it's damage 2 because he only adds +1 damage to the sword brethren. I don't think that's to everyone's. So it's, yeah.
Easy.
No, okay. Right, so he is dead, and now the Silent Fury ability kicks in, which means that I add 1 to the attacks characteristics of his Executioner Relic Blade until the end of the battle, because he killed the character. Wellity. Who has 3 wells now?
Well.
Indeed. And that was battle 1. Oh dear. Right, over here, it is the Blade Guard going up against, what are they again?
Custodian Guard.
So we're going to do all of their attacks together and be back with the wounds. Remember, he gets to add +1 to the wound because he's being led by a chaplain. Nice. So 11 wounds have found their mark from the mastercrafted power weapons, and Beanie has now got 4-up saves, 2 damage a pop.
Oh,
1,
dead,
2, 3,
dead,
4. 4 guys are dead. That's the squad wiped by the Blade Guard vets. They even forgot to use their ability to re-roll bits and bobs. But that means all that is left is the captain and 2 Terminators over there. And the captain fights first.
Yeah.
So let's see what he can do with his lance against the hide of the Impulsor, his dreaded enemy.
So 6s are lethal.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And hits with everything else because he hits on 2s.
And then it'll be 5s to wound because Lance only applies if you've charged. So 2 wounds, -2.
Okay, so 2 5-ups. He made 1 fail 1, 2 damage.
Yeah.
He's down to 4, which means that the Impulsor strikes back. I believe 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. No re-rolls. He don't need them because he hits twice. Strength 6, 5s to wound. Oh, I would love it if he did the 1 wound against him there, but unfortunately he can't. And to be fair, I think I did a pretty good job elsewhere. That is the end of my turn. 3 models left.
So I'm going to use Sweeping Advance with him now.
What?
Which means that once per battle, if I'm in engagement range with someone, I can fall back.
You jerk. Okay, fair enough. You do you, I guess. So he's falling back. Where, though? Where?
He wants to kill his nemesis.
And he's going to come back in. He's just, the Impulsor driver just goes, bring it on.
Actually, he's going to go to here.
So you've got the option of going over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see how that goes.
Cool. So that is the end of my turn 2. It now goes to Beanie's turn 2. And I believe that the From Golden Light boys are about to make their appearance.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Okay, so it was a very easy movement for Bean in that he didn't. He chose to stay still in case I did Overwatch and managed to chip off that last wound. A smart play indeed. And the Custodian Terminators, is that what they call them?
Alaris Custodians.
They have dropped down over here and they're going to shoot the absolute piss and or out of my Blade Guard over here.
Yes, but first, the salvo launcher from him into the Impulsor.
Ooh, okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Yes.
And then it's going to be wounding on 3s, re-rolling for twin linked.
Nice.
Managed to drop the dice.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. Keep
yeah,
rolling,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That was why.
Oh dear.
So the Alaris Custodians are now going to do their shooting.
And they have grenade launchers as well, don't they?
They do. So they're going to start off with their grenade launchers. So it's going to be 2d6 with blast. So it'll be 2d6 plus
7.
2.
Yep.
So 6, 8.
Nice. Hitting on 2s as per.
Yep.
Nice.
Everything. And then forced wound.
Very nice, strong. Okay, and then what we're looking at here?
So it's 4 wounds with -1.
So down to -0 because I'm undercover.
You are.
So 3 up saves, and I made all bar 1. One guy takes.
So it's down to 2 wounds, and now it's going to be 4 shots
Is it
from.
1 wound or 2 wounds with that?
So it'll be 1 wound, and then it's going to be the 4 shots of the Guardian Spears. All
Very
hit.
nice indeed.
And then it's going to be forced to wound.
Ooh.
So 3 wounds, -1 again, so 3 ups.
Ooh. Oh, 3 guys.
So that's 2 guys dead.
Oh yes,
so
they're 3 wounds apiece, don't they?
Yeah.
So 1 over there. Apologies, my friend, and I'll bring that guy down to.
No, so he would be dead.
Oh, he's dead, is he? Sorry, mate. There we go.
And now my charge is longer.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, cool.
So now time for the charges.
Yes. We're screaming through this.
Okay, so they are going to charge there. I'm going to assume I'm going to need at least a 10, maybe an 11.
You've got a CP, remember? Oh, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Gentlemen's with... No, don't measure. It's fine. You're in. Yeah. We'll move this again. The battle bunker now moves once more to reveal the fight beneath.
Okay, and now...
Look at all those lovely guys.
Now, where do you want to go, Mr. Capitan?
Come on, he even did the thing. Although it is kind of asking for a lot of trouble, seeing as he could potentially buoy you off in shooting again. And remember, there's all of them too.
Oh yes. So he's gonna charge the Blade Guard as well.
Okay, charging in. Reroll.
No.
Reroll is coming in hot here.
It is. Oh, he's got an ability.
I was about to say, does he get to reroll stuff?
So he can reduce the. Hang on, I think he can reduce the cost of a strat by 1.
Woo. It says surely to 1 CP though, right? Or does it just?
Once per battle round, 1 unit from your army with this ability, when it's targeted with a stratagem, if it does reduce the cost of that by 1.
Cool. So I would say that he gets a free command point reroll then.
Tell us if we're wrong.
Oh,
on a 5,
he's definitely in there, I think. Yeah, he's in there. He slams into the back of the Blade Guard. That is not good for the boys.
Okay, so we're going to start with him, because... should I start with them?
Do they have damage 3 weapons or damage 2?
Damage 2.
Everything's damage 2 across the board. Right, so at the beginning of the fight phase, don't I have to select an ability? I'm going to select Each time I can re-roll a hit roll of 1, or I can re-roll a saving throw of 1. I'm going to re-roll the saving throw of 1, just to see if I can keep them alive.
So I'm going to go with sustained hits as the ability here.
Nice.
So start with the shield captain. So this is going to be 2s, and 5s and 6s will be sustained.
Ooh, that is very good indeed.
So that's 3 sustained, so that one goes back in, 2 more in.
Very nice.
And with Lance, he's going to be wounded on 2s.
Yep. That's a good conversion. How many are we looking at there?
2, 4, 6, 7 at -2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Invulnerable save of 4 up, re-rolling the 1s. No 1s, but unfortunately I do get 4 through, so that's going to kill 2 more guys over there. I'll move them away. That's over there. It may just be the chaplain on his own in a minute, because now we've got the custodians who are then going to attack, and I'm assuming they've got a plethora of attacks.
So they've got 10 attacks.
Aren't they built like absolute brick you-know-whats as well? Like
they are. They're
4
toughness.
wounds?
They're 4 wounds with toughness 7. And each summon model in this unit makes an attack that targets a character, model, or vehicle. You can re-roll the wound, but because there is a unit in the way, I don't think I get Slayer of Tyrants.
Oh, that is good though.
Okay, so as we hitting on 2s again, I'm going to give these guys sustained as well.
Yeah, smart plan.
Oh,
Beanie stand up. Beanie stand
1,
up.
2, 3,
Beanie
4,
stand
5,
up.
6, 7.
Beanie stand up. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay.
That was a number 2 hit in Lithuania, by the way.
Yeah, well, I am very popular.
You are very popular. They call you the Lothario of Lithuania. It's unfortunate if you ever list that.
Right, 3s.
Oh, damn, man. You've got me saying damn on camera. That's good.
6, 8,
so good.
10, 12, 13 at -2.
Oh dear. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Baby hands. Okay, so 4 ups, re-rolling 1s. Oh, they're so dead. They're so dead already. 1.
And
Oh, actually, only if I make all of these, I still fail 2. Okay.
so 2, 4, so that's 1 dead.
1.
Another 1 dead.
Yes.
And then 2 damage to the chaplain, so he's on 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left, but
So we
he's
get-
still kicking.
So, which way does he want to go? Who's he want to fight?
Oh,
Is
he's
it going to be the captain?
He's
Sure.
got to try and kill the captain, for sure. You're going to pile in over there. I don't know how many attacks he gets with his cruisers.
I believe it's 4, and he won't get the +1 to
No,
wound.
has to be leading a unit in order to benefit from that. But you absolutely decimated that squad. Very good, very good. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. 4, 5. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, and it's lethals on 6s. Ooh, the re-rolls. Oh, actually,
No
it's on
re-rolls
2s.
here.
No re-rolls. And then it's going to be strength 5, so 5 to wound. 1 wound coming in. AP 1. 2 damage though.
Okay, so 3 up.
Yes! Yes!
Why can't I roll better?
Yes! So they takes the captain down. Does he have a regeneration thing or
No.
anything like that? Yeah! Okay, I have slain the big golden boy. And he's not feeling great about it, to be honest, because he's still got looking down the barrel of those 2 horrors over there. But that is the end of Beanie's turn, and we now move into my turn 3, and hopefully I can just gun them off the table.
Yeah, there's a part, well, I don't know what the rules are here, because
Yeah.
I'm not in engagement range. I could technically take them off the table, but
Isn't
then
it the
there's
end
nothing.
it's the end of my turn. You
Oh,
can do
shit,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's your turn, unfortunately. So
'Cause
they are sitting dukes right now. And this duke is about to. So here we are at the end of my turn 3 movement, and I have shimmied over here with the impulsor to try and shoot down at these boys over here. I've moved up the intercessors. I've advanced with the eliminators because they cannot see anything, so they're just going to try and get in just in case it all goes Pete Tong in a minute. I've put the Judicia and the boys back inside the repulsor and zoomed it up over, and the reason that we have put them on top of this lovingly painted piece of terrain done for us even more lovingly by Chewie is the fact that we wanted to show what's going on underneath, because otherwise it would just be a battle straight under there. So they've just been transported to the top. They'll still count as being within cover for all
It's also
shooting.
raining, and there's a lot of lightning going on at the
exactly.
moment.
And it's like a private detective style thing of like, you thought I wouldn't know? And they're just like, shut up, dick. Because that's what you call police cops back in the day. Right, okay, so it's time for the shooting phase, and when you know it, I'm going to kick things off with the multi-melter over here and the missile launcher from the impulsor straight up. I know you're sad. I know you're sad that the Custodians are probably going to get wiped out, but that's what we've got to do, my friend. So we're going to do the multi-melter into them, Oath of Moment target as well, so re-rolling everything. Good thing that we are, because we're rolling that 1 into a 1. Strength 9, toughness 7. I believe this will be a 3. And it's a miss? God damn. Okay, so it's time for the missile launcher, coming in hot. It's a 3, it hits. It's a 4, it wounds. Minus 2, I believe, on this one here. You're in cover, so that's going to be putting you on, say, a cool 3. He has made it. The Impulsor has unfortunately not done the damage.
Oh no, a transport didn't kill a Terminator of the Emperor's Own. Oh no.
20 shots from these guys over here into the same target. We'll be back with the results. So unfortunately nothing from the Impulsor, nothing from this squad over here. The Terminator's proving to be very strong, but then there came a quackening. The Duck is firing everything into them. There it is. So far, the Repulsor managed to do a fair amount of wounds with the devastating Gatling cannon, and now he's done 6 with the defensive array. 2 up saves. Will I be able to kill 1 Terminator?
I am going to one at a time it.
Oh my god. Oh,
Boo, boo, boo.
Yes. Okay, so 1 Terminator is down.
Is it worth re-rolling one of them? Because...
I mean, why not at this point? Unless they've got any strats that you desperately need.
I don't. I just don't want him to die to a defensive array.
I know, it feels so... Oh, and
I still died to a defensive array.
Unfortunately, he's out of there, which means that it is now just time for the bolt pistol of the Absolver. And so he hits on a 3. He does hit. Does he wound?
5 wound.
He does not wound. Okay, so that is the end of my shooting over there. We managed to take down 1 Terminator, and now it is time for the charge phase in. He don't give no whats about it.
Come to Butthead.
He is in there with a 10.
Does he want to run around in a circle?
But unfortunately, 10th edition rules say you can't do that.
No fun.
Right, okay, so 3, 4, 5. 5 attacks.
Well, you've activated my trap card.
Damn it,
Slayer the Slayer of Tyrants. So I'm going to be re-rolling the wound roll if you don't manage to kill him.
God damn it. Okay, well, I'm going to pay 1 CP to do the double vow, so I'm going to give sustained and lethals to him. He doesn't pop it on a 5, though, unfortunately. It is just the 6s. So but I'm re-rolling everything.
Oh, yeah, of course you are, yeah.
So there's 1 back into the pot already and a lethal. And I'm going to fish for it. Fish for it.
I respect that.
And it was worth it, because even though I did drop 2,
you put
them
those 2 back in.
So 2 lethals and then 5s and nothing.
So 2 wounds.
2 minus 1.
This is enough to kill him.
2 3-up saves, my friend. Ooh, there's 2 damage. They've snuck their way through.
So he's down to 2.
Okay, that's fine. The chaplain is about to be batteroonied, but hey, damage has been done.
5 attacks, hitting on 2s.
And the best part is that if I...
And 6s would be sustained, but there are none.
Best thing is that when you kill him, it's the end of my turn. They can disappear into the golden ether, and I will just be like, where's he bloody gone?
Okay, so this will be 3s to wound.
Yep.
And re-rolling the wound roll because you are a character.
Indeed I am.
Which is really lucky.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So
okay.
minus 2, so 5 4-ups.
Here we go. Believe in the Emperor. Oh, he's dead. Every single one failed, apart from 1. He's out of here, bye. Okay, so that is the end of my combat phase over here. End of my turn. Would you like to have him disappear and then rematerialize in your turn?
No, because I actually think I can't have no one on the field.
Oh, because it would count as it...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so we stay in put. Okay, we're cooking now as we now go into Beanie's turn 3. Okay, so Beanie has moved down here, and Bruno is very excited about this.
He is.
He's very excited about this.
He might be more excited about the rope.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
no! Okay.
So he's going to shoot them.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Let's just check what the range of the grenade launcher is. Only 18 on the grenade launcher.
I think I'm in range. I definitely think I'm in range for that.
If not...
Yeah, I'll let you. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in.
Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so he's gonna shoot up at them.
Yep.
First thing he's gonna do, he's gonna shoot with his Guardian Spear, hitting on 2s. He hits twice.
Yes.
And then it's 4s to wound. 1 wound, minus 1.
Okay, so no cover for them, so that is a 4-up, and he's made it.
Okay, and now D6 plus 1, so 5 for the grenade launcher.
D6 plus 1? I've only got 5 boys there.
Yes, blast gives you plus 1.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, every 5
it is
increment,
every
if you remember.
five.
Okay, so 2s.
Nice.
And then this will then be
Fours again?
fours.
Very nice.
So, and then this again will be -1. So
2, 4 ups, and this is 1 damage a pop,
yes.
isn't it? Oh, no damage taken. Weathering the storm, unnecessarily, some may say.
Okay, now it's time for the charge.
Into the impulsor.
Yes.
Ooh,
Not a chance.
But a CP roll. Oh, that's definitely in there, and it's so annoying because I was going to kill him with tank shock next round, like a real horror.
Just to upset me.
Very much so.
Okay, so yeah,
I know. We will play. I
know.
promise we'll play with you. We'll play with you in a minute. I know.
He's so handsome. Okay, so I am giving them lethals here.
Yeah.
And because at the start of the battle round, its 5s will be criticals.
Yep.
With these 5 attacks, we might
Get
do the
through.
job.
Yeah, true.
So that's a lethal.
It's looking good.
But sadly now it's 5s to wound. But it is a vehicle, so I get to re-roll.
Here we go. Oh, that was actually a good conversion right there. 3 -2, yeah?
Yep, 3 at -2. So
3, 5 ups, and it's 2 damage a pop.
Yes.
Could do him. Oh, he's done him.
Do you want to CP it? Try and keep it alive?
No, because I want to see if it explodes and takes you with. No, he cost me the die, and it was a 6.
Thank you, Bruno.
You cost me the match. Okay, right, here we go. Kiss it. Good boy. Right, okay, here we go. Oh, so close. Okay, but the impulsor is out of there. Bye. See ya. So, that is the end of Beanie's go. He cannot disappear yet, so he's just going to have to sit on the table and wait for me to have my turn 4, and that's what we're about to go into. It was a very quick movement phase indeed. The repulsors come over, the boys are getting ready. They're going to charge him. They're going to beat him in combat, they say to themselves under hushed breaths. And over there, the Eliminators are staying put because they've got a bead right onto this guy, and they're going to shoot him straight away. Didn't move. Oh, it's too big hit. Now, will this convert bean into a devastating wound?
Better not.
You're right, it didn't, my friend. Unfortunately, no damage done there with a 2 and a 3. So that is the end of the shooting for those boys.
Screw you, Eliminators.
20 shots onto these guys here. Actually, I'll do the duck. The duck's more funny, so we'll do the multi-melter with the duck straight away. It's 2 huge hits. Will they convert into 2 huge wounds? They do, because it's 2 4s, so it is onto his 4-up invulnerables. Oh, he's failed the first one. He's failed the second one.
Cannot live.
How much damage will he be taking in the
let's
face?
see.
Oh,
10.
Oh, a fair amount indeed, and that wipes the Custodes from the table and wins the match for the Black Templars. Way! The crowd goes mild. Now, the quick bit of feedback that we have for this here is Hyper Elite armies are great until they're not. And also, Oath of Moment, with all of the stacking rules and all of the vows that I can add on top of them, makes for a pretty powerful combination indeed.
Yes, like the big pivotal moment for me is not remembering that I had reroll charges. If I had been able to charge the repulsor with the amount of damage they could have done to it and
no tank shock that I would have gotten you either.
I think I might have stayed in the game a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But ultimately, small games, Hyper Elite Army, and Oath of Moment is just, I had 3 units.
Yeah.
You know.
What I would like to do is do Silver versus Gold and do Grey Knights versus Custodians, because that is a Hyper Elite versus a Hyper Elite, both very strong in combat, both not that great at shooting, but they don't do anti-tank, but I don't run tanks with mine and you don't run tanks with yours. It could be quite a good thing. You are making love to that tyre over there, boy. You are having a fun old time. But that's been our battle report today. Thank you very much again to Chewy for painting up the terrain, to Gary B, whose link is in the description below, for painting up both of these armies over here. He's done a wonderful job. And thank you to you for watching. If you'd like to carry on chatting with us on the social medias, you can do so by following Beanie over on Blue Sky and Instagram at
Beanie4K.
And you can follow me over there at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Hope to see you soon. Hope you had a lovely time. And we'll catch you in a bit.
Bye.
Bruno, say bye. Bruno, say bye. Come and say bye. Come and say bye. Come and say goodbye. Come and say... There he is. There he is. What a killer. What a killer. Legend. Right, we'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Bye.